The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady now on first down. And break, the tight end's got it.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Brady now on first down. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Here's Brady to throw. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. It appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll run. This is Bernard. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I don't believe that that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just, you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Suckup will put this one right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Ryan. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. On the screen, Bernard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Again, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game. Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side. So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime. Need to give the coach some highlights here. Yes, we do. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen with Davis. It's a first down and more for Davis. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's got a man. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tajay Sharp, 32 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. To return is Jadon Mickens. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And it's caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Brady. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Flushed out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. William Golston. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Play action for Davis. Now Ryan. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Hey, bye-bye. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, the return is Mickens. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Fournette, a first down, still going. And how about that for just running out the clock? And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Ryan. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
2nd and 2. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson, 48 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady, this is caught by Antonio Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Brady now to throw. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now Brady again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. They hand it off to Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It was Dante Fowler who got in there to bring him down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running the counter with Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
65.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. We're scoreless after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. Bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Ryan. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, They want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
On second down, Mostert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. 11. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Now Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Second and 10. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Here we go. Here I come again. 25, check 25, check 25.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
21.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. And that takes us from second to third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
That's the way. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. No check. 13. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. first down. Garoppolo.
Hitting Samuel on the slam.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The kick by Gold is good. And they take the lead here now at 10 to 7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan, it's caught by Davis. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Play action. Ryan. Finding room at the 30. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arm saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up,
right.
Hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Ryan. Flushed out right. And that that is incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third down, Ryan. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
65.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
11.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Mostert. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Mostert. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
One more time with Mostert.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ryan to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Azeez Al-Shaair in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
2nd and 8 coming up. They run once more with Sermon.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring.